On this day in history, September 15th, Eastern Roman Emperor Constans II was assassinated in his bath in Syracuse, Italy on September 15th, 668. His death marked a turbulent period in Byzantine history, leading to changes in leadership and further conflicts in the empire. The Battle of Sekigahara took place in Japan, leading to the rise of the Tokugawa shogunate on September 15, 1600. This decisive battle established Tokugawa Ieyasu as the dominant power in Japan, leading to over 250 years of relative peace and stability under Tokugawa rule. The first non-aristocratic, free public school in Europe was opened in Frascati, Italy on September 15, 1616. This institution marked a significant development in the accessibility of education for the general populace. The Battle of Signal Hill occurred, marking the last battle of the North American theater of the 7 Years' War on September 15, 1762. The British victory solidified their control over Newfoundland. The U.S. Department of Foreign Affairs was renamed the Department of State on September 15, 1789, reflecting its expanded role in managing the nation's foreign relations. Central American countries including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua declared their independence from the Spanish Empire on September 15, 1821, marking a significant shift in the region's political landscape. The Duke of Wellington on September 15, 1830 inaugurated George Stephenson's Liverpool and Manchester Railway, the world's first railway to rely exclusively on steam power, revolutionizing transportation. William Huskisson became the first passenger killed by a railway train when he was struck while attending the opening of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. The HMS Beagle, with Charles Darwin on board, reached the Galapagos Islands on September 15, 1835, leading to observations that would profoundly influence Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection. Pim Mulier founded the Royal Haarlemse Football Club in Haarlem, Netherlands on September 15, 1879. It is recognized as the oldest existing football club in Dutch football history. The Battle of Vliscourcelet during World War I saw the first use of tanks in warfare on September 15, 1916, specifically the Little Willies, marking a new era in military technology. Bertie Charles Forbes and Walter Dre launched Forbes magazine on September 15, 1917, and it quickly rose to prominence as a leading trade journal for finance and commerce. Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin while studying influenza on September 15, 1928. This groundbreaking discovery would lead to the development of antibiotics and revolutionize medicine. For the only time, brothers Lloyd and Paul Wainer of the Pittsburgh Pirates hit back-to-back home runs in a Major League Baseball game on September 15, 1938, an unusual and memorable occurrence in baseball history. RCA released the 12AX7 miniature dual triode vacuum tube on September 15, 1947, a component that has remained in production and continues to be used in various electronic applications. On September 15, 1959, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev made history by becoming the first head of state from the Soviet Union, or Russia, to visit the United States for a 13-day tour. This visit highlighted Cold War diplomacy. Australia made its first entry into the America's Cup yacht race on September 15, 1962, although the U.S. team won. This marked Australia's entry into a prestigious international sailing competition. The final edition of the socialist British newspaper, Daily Herald, was published on September 15, 1964. It was a significant event in the history of British journalism and media. OPEC supported price hikes and designated 6 Gulf countries to negotiate collectively with oil companies on September 15, 1973. This decision marked a significant shift in the global oil market dynamics. USA Today published its first issue on September 15, 1982, quickly becoming a major national newspaper known for its concise, visual style, and national coverage. The first Costco store opened in Seattle, Washington on September 15, 1983, marking the beginning of what would become a major retail chain known for bulk sales and competitive pricing. Lillehammer, Norway, was selected on September 15, 1988 to host the Winter Olympics of 1994, beating Anchorage, Alaska, in the bid. This decision was notable for the city's role in international sports. George Soros' Quantum Fund began selling large amounts of pound sterling on September 15, 1992, contributing to the currency's crash and earning Soros the nickname, the man who broke the Bank of England. Following the merger of WorldCom and MCI Communications, the newly formed MCI WorldCom opened for business on September 15, 1998, becoming a major telecommunications provider, merger valued at $37 billion, was announced in 1997. Japan announced plans to phase out nuclear energy by the 2030s on September 15, 2012, following the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster and increasing concerns about nuclear safety. The last working reactor was switched off in 2013. During the EU migrant crisis, Hungary sealed its border with Serbia using a razor wire fence, stranding thousands of migrants, and marking a critical point in the European refugee crisis. On September 15, 2015, SpaceX launched the first all-civilian spaceflight from Cape Canaveral, Florida, with the crew spending 3 days orbiting Earth on September 15, 2021. On September 12, 2024, SpaceX made history again with world's first ever private spacewalk. For top American gymnasts, Michaela Maroney, Simone Biles, Maggie Nichols, and Aly Raisman, testified before the U.S. Senate on September 15, 2021, about how FBI agents handled abuse allegations against NASA improperly and how they misrepresented their findings and the botched investigation in their testimony. On September 15, 2022, Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia, ceded control of the outdoor brand, all of its voting shares, or roughly 2% of total equity, to the Patagonia Purpose Trust, which is managed by advisors in the Chouinard family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more great content. Got something to say? Drop a comment below. Come back soon, there's always more history to explore.